Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at Darklords, and I've had a lot of fun with this deck. Not only do you have a ton of draw cards, you also can afford to run Darklord, Vanity's Ruler, and on top of that you can literally summon Vanity's Ruler for free, just with Condemned Darklord. It's literally just lets you tribute summon monsters for free, fairy monsters specifically. So we're up against Madolche Zephra. Okay. We're going to be going second. He activates Oracle of Zephra. He searches Zephrat. Then he can normal summon Mageline, and he special summons Petting-Cessor. And he doesn't use Petting-Cessor's effect because it locks him into Madolche's. And now he's gonna activate the Stellar Knight Zephra and the Zephrat, and he's gonna use Zephrat's effect to copy the pendulum skill of Zephraxi, I think. Yes, that's Zephrano, and Zephrano searches a Yangzing card, and he searches 9 pillars of the Yangzing, and then he can just go straight for Abyss Dweller. And that's actually a cool little engine, you know. You can probably splash that into a couple of decks. Madolche, Mageline plus Petting-Cessor is an instant Abyss Dweller. So he passes, okay. And Abyss Dweller pass plus Divine Strike, I mean technically 2 negates, pretty decent. So you're just going to negate stuff for the rest of the turn. We're going to start off with an Allure. We draw 2. We choose to banish this extra copy of Superbia we have in our hand. We're going to use this trade-in, discard Superbia, draw 2. We'll activate trade-in number 2, we draw 2. Unfortunately Bigfoot will not trigger because of his Abyss Dweller. Next we're going to be using the effect of Ixchel, discard it and a Darklord contact in order to draw 2. But he'll just 9 pillars that, but we have our Pot of Desires anyways, so we can just go ahead and draw 2. And we drew the man himself, Vanity's Ruler. We're going to use the effect of Nastin. He just discards the other 2 Darklords in her hand to special summon himself, and then he can copy the effect of this Darklord thing in order to do stuff. Unfortunately, I kind of forget that Nastin has a when effect, specifically, not a when effect. Superbia has a when effect, as you can see here, when this card is special summoned, and Nastin says then shuffle it in the deck, meaning if any when effect would trigger between this and this, it will miss timing, unfortunately, so that's okay. And Condemned Darklord lets us normal summon fairy monsters that would require 2 tribute summons by banishing monsters from a graveyard too. So pretty much not a lot of decks can play through Vanity's Ruler, to be honest. Eldritch is definitely one of them. As soon as you get Vanity's Ruler on field, Eldritch literally cannot do anything unless they have something like an impermanence. We have Mothman right here. I forget about the Abyss Dweller, so it won't trigger, but that's okay. We just attack over his Abyss Dweller, and I don't really think Zephra will be I don't think Zephra will definitely be one deck that can play around Vanity's Ruler. We're gonna, during the end phase, we're gonna use the effect of Condemned Darklord that helps us gain attack, and then he draws. I believe in the comments of one of my videos they told me Zephra War. Try one other Zephra card you control and one card your opponent controls to destroy them. Okay. So if he so pretty much he is going to be using Zephrat. He will copy the scale of Zephrano again, and he can't really do much from there. I mean, most decks can't do much anyways. I mean, what would he have done? Normal summon this pass. To be honest, he probably could have decked me out, but Vanity's Ruler just locks your opponent out of special summoning. You can special summon this just fine. I mean, you could technically also run Darklord Christia in this thing's place, but I just like Vanity's Ruler more because it just locks your opponent out of summoning, not at you. So we'll go on to our next replay then. We are up against Mech Knight Invoked, it seems. He has Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, and we're gonna activate Sneck first off. We discard this copy of Darklord Rebellion, and we draw one. We can summon Nastin from here. And just like that, we have 2 tributes for Vanity's ruler. This is Vanity's ruler. And pass. Vanity's ruler pass. So that's the best play this deck can muster up. It's a very powerful play too. A normal summon Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. Searches secrets. Searches knowledge. Draws 2. He gets World Legacy Succession, Whispers, and another Succession. Pass. Pass. We drew the Sanctified Darklords, which is technically an impermanence in Darklords. Set 1 attack for 2500. I mean, he'll be dead in the next 3 turns, so I don't have to really worry that much. He's just gonna pass. Like, Mech Knight cannot, they literally cannot survive Vanity's ruler. I mean, they'd probably survive something like a Majesty's Fiend, I believe. I don't remember the name, the one that stops anybody from activating monster effects. He'd probably survive that, but not Vanity's ruler. We drew Trade-in, useless. He's gonna draw again. He draws an Ash Blossom, sets Ash Blossom. We draw another Trade-in. We attack for nothing. He draws Gearsu. Normal summons Gearsu and uses his effect. Dumps World Armor. And he is activating World Legacy World Whispers, which negates any spell effect that will activate in this column now. So, I believe... Oh, why did he use its first effect? I mean, my Vanity's ruler is literally the only level 5 or higher thing on the field. But I mean, it's only till the end of the turn, so it won't really make a difference. We drew Nastin, not too great. If we want, we can just gain life points off Sanctified Darklord. That's not too important. We just attack. I feel sorry for this guy. He had to sit through this. He drew another Gearsu. He decides to set it. Not that it will matter. Because I draw an X-Shell, which is an excellent card. We can discard it, draw 2, we get a lore, draw stuff. We can activate Banishment of Darklords. We search a Darklord contact, and then we can do stuff. Darklord contact summons out Superbia, and Superbia summons out Nastin, and then Nastin will copy the effect of, I believe, what was that? Rebellion, I think. I'm not sure. We'll copy the effect of Rebellion and pop that. We can go ahead, trade in this extra Vanity's ruler we have, because it's level 8. We draw Upstart. We can just use that if we want. We can't really use anything else. We're going to link into Condemned Darklord, and we're going to be searching a copy of Superbia. Trade in that Superbia, draw 2. We get a lore, draw more. I mean, we were beyond like game there, but we just did that for fun, you know. I mean, very few decks can out Vanity's ruler. I mean, technically every single deck can out Vanity's ruler if they're running something like an Impermanence or Lost Wind. Oh, well, not really Lost Wind. It's not special summoned. But poor guy. The very few decks that can play through Vanity's ruler would probably be something like Guru, or I mean, Gurus would probably won't even work either. I mean, Guru and Alter, guys, those are the only decks I can think of right now that can actually play through Vanity's ruler. So this is more Vanity's ruler turbo than Darklords, but it's just nice to see, you know. So we'll just go to our next replay then. And it seems that I bumped into this Mech Knight guy again, I guess. He's going to be going first again. And Spellbook of Secrets. Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. Spellbook of Knowledge. Pass. Pass. By the way, this guy won the dice roll, okay? He, as a Mech Knight player, chooses to go first. This guy's IQ is above average, it seems, but we can pretty much delete him. He's gonna ash that. He's gonna ash my Banishment of Darklords. We're gonna be activating X-Shell, which lets us draw 2. We're gonna activate Mothman, and And Nessie will be doing more stuff. We activate Snack, hope we do not hit the Vanity's ruler. We hit a Mothman, which is perfectly fine. Mothman will trigger, we draw one, it discard the Jackalope. Jackalope will trigger, summoning a Bigfoot from her deck, because why not? Summon Vanity's ruler, pass. I mean, we have Darklord enchantment, I guess. I meant to get Darklord Rebellion off that banishment, but I guess things are things. Darklord enchantment will have to do. So if he even decides to summon, a monster, I can literally just take control of it. So that's kind of bad. He would have gotten OTK'd. Our final deck, we're up against pure Relinquished, and we are going to start off with the banishment of the Dark Lords. By the way, this is not just a rota for monsters. It's for the entire archetype, not just the monsters, the spells and traps too, which is really impactful. We have Ixchel, so we can just draw 2. We're going to use Trade In, draw another 2. We're going to use Nastin, discard 2 more, summon him. And Inherent -2 should be bad, but I guess somehow it's great. We're going to copy the effect of banishment of Dark Lords. We get Darklord Contact. We're going to use Darklord Contact, get back the Superbia. Use Superbia, summon Ixchel. We're going to be using Bigfoot. Hope we don't hit it. Nice, we do not. We summon it and draw 1. We're going to use the effect of Mothman. We draw 1, discard 1. And Snack will summon himself. We're going to go into an Appaloosa pass. Technically now Ixchel is also a Trident because we have Darklord Rebellion. Because Ixchel does not copy the costs, only copies the effects. And this sends a Darklord to the graveyard as cost. So pretty much we can just pop anything at will. And don't really know the use of these Lone Fire Blossoms and stuff. I think they're just to get a Relinquished fusion, but I don't know. So he's going to search a Relinquished and a Black Illusion Ritual. He's going to use it. He's going to get rid of Millennium Eyes Illusionist. I believe this is a new card. I'm not sure. It like does stuff. Let me just see. If Relinquished is special summoned, add this card from graveyard to your hand. Okay, that's pretty decent, just recovering stuff. He activates the Millennium Eyes Illusionist. I will chain Appaloosa, chain Ixchel, pop his Relinquished. So that's gonna be going. He's gonna be normal summoning Manju. I'll negate that because I can afford to. Pass. We're gonna fire. Well, we're gonna use Ixchel first. We're gonna copy Darklord Contact, summon Nastin, and then we're gonna use Allure of Darkness, draw 2, banish the only dark we have in our hand, change that to attack and deal him some damage. And now we have, oh yes, by the way, we can go into Condemn Darklord, and we're going to discard 1, search a copy of Ixchel, then we will Vanity's ruler pass. You know, again, also by the way, Appaloosa is a fairy, so it does come under the things for Condemn Darklord to gain attack. And he surrenders. Poor Relinquished player. He's just trying to have some fun, you know? Just trying to have some fun. Until he sees Vanity's ruler. So we'll go on to the deck profile then. By the way, this is Vanity's ruler Turbo, not Darklord's. So here is the deck. We have one copy of Darklord Morningstar. It's basically Dante for Darklords. Gains life points effect. It Dante's and it can summon Darklords from the deck if you summon it while your opponent controls monsters. It's decent, I guess. 3 copies of Ixchel. 3 copies is necessary mainly because it does give you so much more draw power. 2 copies of Bigfoot. I only run 2 just to make the trade-in more relevant. 3 copies of Superbia. It's a monster reborn when it's summoned. So if you summon it of Darklord Contact, you basically get to summon another monster. Kind of like Infernity Necromancer. And it's not once per turn, by the way. We have 1 copy of Danger Thunderbird. Once again, it's just to make the trade-in more useful. Also, by the way, Superbia can summon any fairy type monster. So you can literally summon Vanity's ruler back if your opponent outs it. Yep, that's how broken Vanity's ruler is. No, who plays Arklord? Christia. Christia should go away. I don't know. I don't know what I'm typing. Christia. Okay, let's see this. Okay, you can add a fairy to your hand. Nice. 3 copies of Nastin. It's the only Darklord that can actually summon itself out, and it discards 2 other cards to summon them. So, and it can copy the effects if you discard any Darklord spells or traps, which is super great. 1 copy of Nessie, 3 copies of Mossman, 1 copy of Sneck, and 1 copy of Jackalope. All of them are just good in the engine by themselves. It can really send the Darklord cards to the graveyard, so you can copy their effects later, and they just give you extra draw power and tribute fodder for Vanity's Ruler, or technically Morningstar if you really want to, but Vanity's Ruler is a lot better. 3 copies of Allure. Allure's Allure just lets you draw even more, especially counting that every single card in this deck except Vanity's Ruler is a dark monster. 3 copies of Darklord Contact. It's the monster reborn for the deck. You can just summon Superbia, and Superbia summon something else. 2 copies of Desires, 2 copies of Trade-In. Desires just lets it's a neg 9. I don't know why I'm playing this. It's a neg 9, but somehow it's actually helping me. 2 copies of Trade-In. Trade-In, it's good just going through your cards, especially Superbia is a level 8, so if you discard it, draw 2. If you have Darklord Contact in your hand, you can just summon it back. 1 copy of Upstart for the extra consistency. 3 copies of Banishment of the Darklords. Banishment of Darklords is a Rhoda for the entire deck. It can just search anything you want. On top of that, you can copy its effect using the effect of your other Darklords, so you're technically going to be searching 2 most of the time. 1 copy of the Sanctified Darklord, 2 copies of Darklord Rebellion, and 1 copy of Darklord Enchantment. Sanctified Darklord is an impermanence, and it also helps you gain life points, which is kind of relevant in this deck, but it's a good card all around. 2 copies of Rebellion is a free pop, and if you copy its effect, you don't have to pay its cost. You don't have to pay the cost for any of these. So if you have it in graveyard and you have something like a Nastin out, then you can just copy the effect of Sanctified Darklord, negate something for free. Rebellion, pop something for free, or Enchantment, take control of something for free. For extra deck, we have 1 7 Sins and Pain Gainer package, mainly because we can get rank 8 out very easily in this deck, with stuff like Bigfoot, Thunderbird, Superbia, Vanity's Ruler, all of those stuff. 1 copy of Libe and Gustav Max. Not sure why I run this. I think I run this because of the X-Shell. I can't exactly remember. Because X-Shell is also a very easy card to get out on the field with Darklord Contact. 1 Gustav Max plus 7 Sins, Libe, by the way. I'm pretty sure that's 99% of the time in OTK. 1 copy of Heart Earth Dragon. It's just a really nice target for Draglubion, and Draglubion can summon any dragon number monster from your extra deck. 1 copy of Neuron Dragon. I'm just combining that with the Draglubion because Neuron Dragon is mainly your OTK monster. 1 copy of Hope Harbinger. Hope Harbinger is Hope Harbinger. It can negate stuff without wasting any resources. On top of that, it's an attack magnet. 1 copy of Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord is for monster negates. 1 copy of Sanafond. It is technically a floodgate. There aren't too many decks in the meta right now that actually summon from the graveyard. Unfortunately, usually they're just summoning from the deck. Eldritch sometimes summons from the graveyard, but other than that, Sanafond, it has lost its place, but it's still a pretty nice floodgate. 1 copy of Neuron Dragon. Neuron Dragon is Neuron Dragon, really great, just ODKing. 1 copy of Boral Sword for the ODKs too. 1 copy of Appaloosa. You can pretty easily get 4 negate Appaloosa with your dangers. 1 copy of Phoenix. Phoenix is Phoenix. You don't necessarily have to play your Unicorn. In my opinion, Phoenix is a tiny bit better than Unicorn, mainly because it can clear out monsters, and it's not like spells and traps are going to have some sort of protection unlike monsters. So that's why I run Phoenix. 2 copies of Condemned Darklord. You pretty much just want to get this out, and then you can tribute summon whatever you want. I used to run the Trickstar engine in this. it's pretty much just couple of Candinas, Corobanes, and actually Nightshade, because Nightshade can link itself off for a copy of Bloom, and then it can summon itself back, because if it's sent to the graveyard as link material for a Trickster monster, it just summons itself back for free. Just like that, you have 2 fairies to go into Condemned Darklord. It was a play I kind of liked, but I gave it up because it kind of took my normal summon, and I just loved getting Vanity's Ruler out anyways. So that's why I don't run Trickster Engine anymore. And Condemned Darklord can also search any Darklord monster from your deck at the cost of discarding one, which can trigger your danger effects too. So that was the deck. I hope you enjoyed it. Do like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.